And good afternoon, and welcome to Zaleski Sports and another beautiful, gorgeous day here in central Wisconsin. A little warm. Hope everybody is at home, watching us, listening to us in your air conditioning. We do not have it here in Stratford, but it would be nice. But we'll toughen through the elements here, and we'll give you a good ball game today as the Stratford Tigers Legion team will be taking on the Loyal Legion team. Both of these clubs had outstanding high school seasons as Stratford was, once 25-2 on the season. And Loyal, of course, everybody knows about Loyal as they made it to the state tournament this year, lost a heartbreaker to the eventual state champion Columbus Catholic Dons, lost 3-1. In that semifinal game over in Appleton, but a very fine ball club. And we'll see one of the top pitchers in central Wisconsin pitching today in Rhett Lamovic on the mound. And I'll tell you, even for Stratford with Colton Haupt, he is no slouch, as Colton had a 5-1 record this last season for the Stratford Tigers and will be in contention to be, maybe the number 2 pitcher for Stratford next year, as I'm seeing Christian Ream, who is actually playing right field today, would be their number 1 ace, as Drew Gage and also Brady Berg will have graduated. Both of them are playing today also. They are eligible to play Legion baseball. In fact, they can play one more year after this yet. As the rule is you can play when you get into college as long as you're 19 by a certain date and that. So, but we're going to have a great ball game today. And today's pregame show is brought to you by Damon's Auto. And they say good luck, Tigers, from Damon Auto of Stratford. Start your search for a new car or truck at Damon's Auto of Stratford, offering complete auto sales and service. That's Damon Auto here in Stratford. And the first pitch is a call strike from Colton Haupt to our leadoff hitter, JD, who's playing first base today. As game time temperature, we'll check here what that is, right? We'll have that for you just a second here. 90 degrees, feels like 96 degrees. We do have a nice breeze coming across here at... let's see. 11 miles an hour out of the west here. That's a little breezier than yesterday, so the breeze feels good. We've got our main window open here where our camera's shooting out of, and so we're kind of getting the wind whipped around us here as JD fouls that one off. It's 0-2 count now here in the top of the first inning. Leadoff hitter as Colton from the windup. Pitch way upstairs for ball one. 1-2 count. As our scoreboard operator's a little behind here as getting adjusted to that scoreboard down there in the dugout. And the next pitch upstairs for ball 2, fastball. Handled very nicely by Drew Bloom, who was behind the plate. He came in and caught 4 innings yesterday as Brady Berg got that win, that come from behind win against Wapaka yesterday, 5-4. And just missing that inside corner. And JD works a walk from Haupt to start out this contest as Carson comes to the plate now and hitting out of the center field position here. A left-handed hitter. Both left-handed hitters here. In fact, like yesterday, we've seen a lot of left-handed hitters lately this summer. Throw back over to first as JD slides back in there head first. Defensive-wise for Stratford is Dylan Lorenz at first. Brady Berg at second. Braden Schwantes at short. And Caden Stieber at third. Out in the outfield, Jack Remus in left. Matthew Shanefoos in center. And Christian Ream out in right field. And Drew Bloom behind the plate. And on the mound is Colton Haupt, and a foul ball down the right field side, out of play. Makes the count 1-1 with nobody down, runner at first. With me, Ryan Rasmussen again, as we're getting through the heat here. As Ryan might get a day off one of these days. And a call strike and a throw down to second is way off and gets by the backup past Schwannis, who was backing up that play, but no advance there by JD. So JD with a stolen base. And a call strike on that count, now 1-2 to Carson. Hope from the stretch takes a look at second, and the pitch. Very close. Almost too close to look at, but it was called a ball, just missing. 2-2 count. Other games that'll be going on tonight on the network also. We've got, I know Marshfield is over at Rapids, a big come from behind and a fly ball out to center field. Christian Ream moving in on that. And misjudged it completely as he had the glove up and went behind him. And that will be an error as Carson moves to second on the play, as Christian Ream just thought he had that one, went nonchalant, and JD held up on that. He didn't know if it was going to be caught, and it was not caught. And going into second was Carson. So runners now at second and third with nobody out. Bringing up Rhett Lamovic, as Rhett, an all-conference ball player, one of the top players in the Clover Belt Conference. He will be back next year for the Loyal Greyhounds. One of the key pitchers on that state runner-up team. Ground ball out the left field, as that will score a run as Carson holds up at third. So base hit for Rhett Lamovic. Driving in JD from third as Loyal takes an early 1-0 lead here. Bringing up Adam Kautzer. As runners now at the corners at first and third. Haupt getting the sign, looks over at first from the stretch. And the pitch. And a strike right on the outside corner. Great fastball there by Colton. Loyal striking early here as we have the cleanup hitter, Adam Kautzer, playing second base. Oh, beautiful pitch. Catches that outside corner with that breaking ball. 0-2 count to Adam Kautzer. Colton taking a look at first. Short lead by Lamovic. And just downstairs, just missing the knees. Colton was an honorable mention all-conference selection in the Merriwood Conference South this season. Did a great job pitching behind Drew Gage and Brady Berg. And a pop-up down the first base line as Lorenz takes a chase out of it, and just on the other side of the fence, ran out of real estate there. And the count will remain 1-2. Great come from behind win for Stratford last night as they took a 3-0 lead, and Wapaka came back with a 4 spot in the third frame. And it stayed that way until the bottom of the 6th inning when Stratford came up with 2 runs to come away with a 5-4 win over Wapaka. And then, of course, I stopped at Marshfield after the ball game and left in the 7th inning of that Marshfield Plover game, and found out this morning that Marshfield came back with a 5 spot in the 7th inning to come up with a big 6-5 win. And swing and a miss by Kautzer as he is out, as first base is occupied. So the first strikeout for Colton Haupt. That's a Serve Pro strikeout. As Serve Pro, the number 1 in cleanup and restoration, Serve Pro, like it never happened. And so Lamovic moves to second on that pass ball. So runners now at second and third here in the bottom of the 1st inning, and bringing up the catcher, Jake Lindner. Helped with the delivery. And right at the knees for a call strike. As Marshfield will be in action at Wisconsin Rapids as they build a little more comfortable lead in that Wisconsin Valley Conference division there. In a big win over Plover last night. They will meet 2 more times in a doubleheader. If I'm not mistaken, it's this Saturday. They will play a doubleheader in Plover starting at 1 o'clock. You can catch that game on Zaleski Sports. That will be the only game on Saturday. And then on Sunday, you can come and listen to me as I'll have the Chaparral game with Rhinelander at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. And weather's supposed to be nice again, a little cooler than what it is today. As Jake Lindner at the plate now with a 2-1 count. Hulpt from the stretch takes a look at second. And the pitch. And a shot down the first base line, but foul against the fence as Christian Ream says, well, we'll just leave the ball sit down there. So a 2-2 count to Jake Lindner. A lot of baseball coming up in the next 2-3 weeks here as regional play will get in action. In fact, the Junior Legion teams will be starting tournament action already this week. That starts tomorrow in the AA, and then the AAA will of regional play. In the junior, in the 16U and the 17U will start this week. And so, and a call, strike 3, as that one catches the knees. Back-to-back strikeouts by Hulpt, as he's trying to get out of this situation here, as runners now at second and third. And now 2 down. I'm bringing Antone to the plate now, playing shortstop for the Loyal Greyhounds. Big number 67 on his back there. Seen a lot of uniforms with lineman numbers during the football season, as you see in the 50s and the 60s. In fact, we saw one last night, 99 from Wapaka. So, yeah, you'd think you're seeing football players out there instead of baseball players. Usually they say when you get those high numbers in spring training, it's usually your rookies that end up getting it coming in who have been coming up from the minors, and you got invited to the main camp for the spring, and they land up with the big numbers, except for Aaron Judge. I mean, he's got that big number anyway, but who's going to argue with him of what number he wants to have? But as Antone fouls that one off, and we got a 2-1 count here with 2 down in the top of the first inning, and Loyal struck first as they lead 1-0 here. Hulpt gets the sign from Bloom. And the pitch. And a foul tip into the glove for strike 2. This will be the combination you will see for the Stratford Tigers next year, because most likely Drew Bloom will move from third base, where he made all conference at third, but he'll be moving behind the plate next year as Brady Berg graduated, as Antone fouls that one off over to the first base dugout. And as I mentioned, Hulpt will be most likely, I'm thinking, the number 2 pitcher for Stratford next year. So you'll see a lot of these to this combination. And a call, strike 3, as Colton's getting together here on the last 3 batters as he strikes out the side. But Loyal comes up with 1 run on 1 error, an unearned run, and 1 hit, and 2 left. And so after a half inning of play, it's Loyal 1 and Stratford coming to bat. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hunting season is here, and BBD has the supplies you need. Check out their large selection of crossbows, including 10-point and Wicked Ridge. BBD has added more hunting gear, deer attractant, mineral, and accessories for a successful hunt. See their in-stock selection of hunting blinds, stands, in-trail cameras, and more. BBD has the name brand gear you can depend on again and again. Big Bear Down. We're always in season. Located on Highway 13 in Abbotsford.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
And we're back here at Tiger Stadium here in Stratford as the Loyal Greyhounds take the early 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. And we're going to tell you a big event that is going to be coming to Marshfield in just a couple weeks, as Marshfield is hosting the AAA State Legion Baseball Tournament from Tuesday, July 28th through Saturday, August 1st. Post 54 Legion welcomes 8 teams to compete for the state title. Visit Hackman Field in Marshfield and enjoy delicious concessions, a chance to win exciting raffle prizes, and most importantly, some outstanding baseball. Again, that is July 28th through August 1st at Hackman Field in Marshfield, and we will be bringing you that whole AAA state tournament, and Ryan Rasmussen will be there. I will be there. We've got a whole crew coming in. We will have camera angles galore in that, as you will see work from a great production crew, and I'll tell you, they do a great job, and we'll have different angles. We'll have those bang plays at first. We'll have them for you. So if you can't get out to Marshfield for the state tournament, watch us on Zaleski Sports. You'll enjoy every minute of baseball action there from Marshfield. Leading off for the Stratford Tigers here in the top of the first inning is the catcher, Drew Bloom. And the first pitch comes in, ball one. Regional play will be starting in Class A, Class AA, and also AAA will be coming up. In fact, we will be back here a week from Friday for the Class A regional. I will be here Friday night, and Joe Anderson will be coming in on Saturday and Sunday to cover the Stratford Tigers in that regional. And the winner of that regional will end up going to Prairie du Chien to play in the Class A state tournament down there. And we'll go through that in a little bit. I've got the brackets with me here and who's going to be playing who. I know in that first game here, it'll be Marathon against Wittenberg-Burneywood, 2 outstanding ball clubs, as Marathon tied Stratford in the Marewood Conference this season. And Wittenberg-Burneywood, always a tough baseball program. In fact, every sport they've got over there for the Chargers is just an outstanding program. So should be a great ball game, and Tomahawk will come in here and take on the Tigers in game number 2, and that will start at 6 o'clock on Friday night, a week from Friday, I should say. And so if you can't make it, join us here on Zaleski Sports. Love to have you. As Bloom works the count now to 3-2 here in the bottom of the first inning. Lamovic from the windup, and a swing and a miss. Strike 3, a mighty cut by Drew. First strikeout by Lamovic, as Lamovic looked very impressive in that state tournament loss to Columbus Catholic. He'll be the main cog next year for Loyal. They have a few other ball players that are coming back, but they lose a very good senior class. But Rhett will be their number one man on the mound next year. First pitch down low to the left fielder, Jack Remus. Jack, an all-conference left fielder in the Marewood Conference South this year. And a windup in the pitch upstairs off the glove of Jake Linder. Goes back to the backstop as Brady Berg goes back to pick that one up. 2-0 count to Jack Remus. Rhett from the windup and the pitch. Down low for a ball. 3-0 count. I doubt if he'll get the green light. There's another one that got past Jake as and a fastball right down Main Street for a call strike. One down here in the bottom of the first inning. Loyal out on top, 1-0. These two teams met earlier as Stratford beat Loyal 12-0 earlier in the season. And fouling one off is Jack Remus. As the count now full at 3-2. As we'll also take a look of who we all have as this game will get done early tonight as we got a 5 o'clock start. The other ones will not start until about 7 o'clock tonight as we'll take a look. And a call, strike three, a breaking ball, catches that outside corner, so back-to-back strikeouts by Lamovic. As coming to the plate, Brady Berg playing second base today for the Stratford Tigers as he came up with that big win last night against Wapaka. Brady with a lot of power, so we've got power against power here as Brady with 5 home runs during the high school season. First team all-conference in the Merwood. As Brady gets cut off that fastball from Rhett. Great matchup here. Speed against power. Lamovic getting the sign from Jake. Rhett says, okay, from the windup and the pitch. And an off-speed pitch as Brady is swinging a miss. Brady will be playing college ball at UW-Stevens Point along with Dawson Luther from Pittsville, who plays for the Marshall Legion team. Dawson, the Division IV Player of the Year in the state of Wisconsin. And Brady goes down swinging, and Jake Linder hangs on for a foul tip for strike three as Lamovic strikes out the side all 3 batters he faced. So for Stratford, in the top of the first, no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 1 inning of play, it's Loyal 1, Stratford nothing. And you are watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com. At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
And we are back here at Tiger Stadium as the start of the second inning in American Legion Baseball. Both of these clubs, Class A teams. Stratford does get in the Class A tournament. Loyal does not. There's a few teams that do. What's really interesting, I was looking at the Junior Legion, and in that 16 and under, they actually have 10 teams that are, because there's 9 districts that are competing in there, and plus the home team. The host team gets in, so there's 10 teams that will be at that state tournament. And so it be going on for a few. In fact, they start an extra day earlier. So next pitch comes into Asa Glade for strike 2. 0-2 count to the leadoff hitter here in the top of the second inning. And Hulp with a pitch down low and goes into the dirt as Bloom knocks it down, makes the tag, and so that's actually now 4 straight strikeouts for Hulp in this contest. And bringing up Steven Toporek, who is playing left field today for Loyal. As that was a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro, like it never happened. And first pitch, right down Main Street to Steven Toporek, as Colton Hulp has definitely found the strike zone since those first 3 batters. As that one gets knocked down by Bloom. Yeah, let's see. We've got actually the 2 great ball games coming up at 7 o'clock. If you look down our schedule here, this game was scheduled here for 6 o'clock, but the junior team is going to play after this, so they moved it to a 5 o'clock start. And so the juniors can get, say, maybe 5 innings in after this one here before the sun goes down, because there is no lights here at Stratford. But we've got 2 real great ball games coming up. And a call, strike 3 on 3 pitches. Steve Toporek goes down for strikeout number 5. That is 5 in a row for Colton Hulp. And bringing up now the extra hitter, Marcos Oviedo. As Plover and is at DC Everest, and that should be a great contest, as actually they're the number 2 and 3 teams in the Wisconsin Valley, as and Marshfield is down at the Quadruplex tonight, and Steve Maves will be on that call tonight at 7 o'clock, and should be a dandy down there. As I mentioned, Marshfield coming back with a big win over Plover last night, being down 4 runs going into the last inning and coming up with a 5 spot in the bottom of the 5th to win it on a walk-off hit. And Colton Hulp strikes out the side again here in the second inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 1.5 innings of play, it's Loyal 1, Stratford nothing. And you are watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
This summer, the whole family is invited to Marshfield's home base for fun. Woodfield Inn & Suites, where great rooms come with great rates. Splash around in the indoor pool. Mom and Dad unwind in the hot tub. Let your kids take over the arcade. Book your family getaway at Woodfield Inn & Suites. The 2026 American Legion State Baseball Tournament is in Marshfield. Make Woodfield Inn & Suites your home base.
Welcome to the competition where only the best healthcare plans rise to the top. Megasure.
Presenting Paperwork Pound Cake, a half-baked plan with flaky service sprinkled on top.
Ooh. Next up, Security Health Plan.
I call this one the Sweet Security. It has high-quality coverage folded in, and it's frosted with award-winning local service that's sweet but never sugar-coated.
That's a slice of better.
Chef Security, congratulations. Truly the recipe for better.
And we are back here at Tiger Stadium as we were talking about the conditions we got over in Marshfield with the new trailer over there, and we just got a great setup there as our studio there in the trailer. And the boss put air conditioning in that baby now, and Ryan's looking forward to getting over there and being in luxury. And I saw Jason with it last night, and he was enjoying every minute of it. So we'll be at Marshfield there for that AAA state tournament. So leading off for Stratford here in the bottom of the second inning as Rhett Lamovic mowed the first 3 down with strikeouts to start this string of 3 strikeouts. And Gage hits a number down, and the ball gets by, as that should be interference, as he will get second because of the interference, no matter if they would have gotten him or not. But as the first baseman collided with Drew Gage coming around first there. But we're going to give him a base hit and an error. on the throw, as that one got by JD there at first base. So Tigers threatening here with Colton Halp coming to the plate, as Colton looking very impressive so far on the plate with 6 strikeouts already. After 2 innings of play, Lamovic gets the sign, shakes his head, yes, that's the one I want. Looks at second. And the pitch. And a mighty cut by Colton Halp. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is a team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on Marshfield's north side on North Central at brockanddecker.com and like them on Facebook. So 0-2 count to Halt. And a pitch high and outside. Stratford threatening here with nobody down, as Gage gets on with a base hit and moves on the air. Lamovic with the pitch. In the dirt, and a wild pitch gets by Linder. And going into third is Drew Gage. So, Tigers just 90 feet away from tying this contest up here in the bottom of the second inning. As Marshfield's got 2 teams in that tournament. They've got a 17 under and a 16 under for the first time, as Hulp fouls that one off. And that state tournament in 17 and under will be in Chippewa Falls at Gannon Field, or excuse me, at Casper Park there at Gannon Field. And then the 16 and under will be in Beloit on July 23rd through the 28th, the 17 under from the 24th through the 28th. As I mentioned, there's 10 teams in that 16 and under, as Hulp stays alive, fouls that one off. And Marshfield in that 17 under will play at on Wednesday, July 15th, tomorrow, at 5 o'clock against New Richmond. Menominee and Eau Claire open that one up. And then in the 16 and under, that will start on Thursday, July 16th, as and another wild pitch by Lamovic. And coming in with a run is Drew Gage, as he ties this one up. So 3 miscues there by the Loyal Ball Club, as the throwing error and 2 wild pitches brings in Stratford's first run to tie this contest up. And Marshfield, if I'm not mistaken, is over in that, and a chopper to second, and over to first in plenty of time, as Adam Kautzer makes that charging stab at it and throws over to JD for out number 1. So Colton grounding out 4-3 if you're scoring along with us, and bringing up the shortstop, Braden Schwantes, as Braden got some headlines last week, as in the junior game he threw a no-hitter against the Wapaka Juniors over at Wapaka, and outstanding job. Another possible pitching prospect for Stratford for next year. And a pitch down low, as Braden is playing short today, as Riley Spindler taking the day off here from the heat and that. So Braden taking the shortstop spot for the Tigers today. And this one really short. I would say about at least 3 feet short, as Lamovic fastball bounced just before the batter's box. And Marshfield, as I mentioned, is in that Wisconsin Rapids regional for the 16 and under. And they actually play the first game on Thursday at 12 o'clock against DC Everest. And also in that will be Stevens Point will take on Wausau. And then Wisconsin Rapids will take on the winner of that DC Everest Marshfield game. So there's only 5 teams in that regional, and it will finish up on Sunday, if necessary. Otherwise, the championship could be on Saturday at 18. And a great complex to have it at the Quadruplex over in Wisconsin Rapids. I've worked quite a few games over there, and I'll tell you, what a joy to work over there. And I envy Steve Maves all the time, as that's on his kind of back outside his back door of his place there. And but I envy him having that. As Schwannis works a walk, another base runner for Stratford here, with one down in the bottom of the second inning, bringing up Christian Ream, the right fielder. Christian has been down to a few camps as he was last winter down at a camp down in the Milwaukee area where they brought the gun out and actually had him clocked at 79 miles per hour. And I'll tell you, he's got a great fastball, and I think with a little work with him, he could get that right up there, up to about 85, 86. But he can fire it. So he's just finishing up his sophomore year, 2 more years with the Tigers. Rhett taking his time, and the pitch. And another strike, as the count now 0-2 to Christian Ream. When Christian was not throwing for the Stratford Tigers, he was playing first base for him. Had an outstanding season, hit right around 300. Next pitch, low and outside. Nice stop there by Lindner from possibly going back to the backstop. Field very dusty here, as we need some rain to settle us down. They are talking rain possibly coming in on Friday. And pitch and a throw down. Linder with the throw, and stealing second is Schwannis. So a runner now in scoring position for Stratford. The count to Christian Ream is 2-2 with one down. Door Pro, whether you need new garage doors or just an adjustment, stop and see Door Pro of Stratford. Call them tomorrow. Christian ready, and a pitch, and a wild pitch, and going to third. That is actually the third wild pitch by Lamovic. Very uncharacteristic by him. You do not see that very often out of him, as he was a first-team unanimous pick in the Clover Belt Conference. And an outstanding basketball player, too, for Coach DeSmith over there at Loyal. And a call, strike 3, right at the knees. So that is strikeout number 4 for Rhett. And 2 down now with a runner at third, bringing up Caden Stieber, playing third base today for Stratford. Another gentleman that'll possibly moving into that playing third next year, with Bloom possibly going behind the plate for Stratford. So a lot of these ball players you'll see in that Stratford team next year trying to defend that Marywood Conference Championship that they tied with Marathon this year. And a pitch, and a wild pitch, as Linder can't find it. And coming in is Schwantis, and gives Stratford a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. So 4 wild pitches this inning by Rhett Lamovic has given Stratford their 2 runs. And a count 1-1 to Caden Stieber. From the windup and the pitch. And a high fastball, a swing and a miss. 1-2. And a windup and the pitch. And a call, strike 3, as Lamovic picks up his 5th strikeout. But Stratford comes up with 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, 4 wild pitches, and a stolen base, and gives Stratford a 2-1 lead here after 2 innings. And you are watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Have you outgrown your old furniture? Well, I can relate. Then get into Mall Furniture today.
We are never short on inventory, and we are never short on bringing you great deals.
Living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, mattresses, recliners, lift chairs, and big clearance recliners. Head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
And we're back here at Tiger Stadium in Stratford as we might be a little early tonight, Ryan, for the sprinklers to go on in the football field, but it was a nice view of those sprinklers last night and looked really, really refreshing as we start the top of the 3rd inning here from Stratford, with Stratford leading 2-1 as they come up with 2 runs on 4 wild pitches by Rhett Lamovic to give Stratford this lead. And leading off for Loyal is the 3rd baseman, Mason Walter, and swing and a miss as Colton has 6 straight strikeouts in this contest, and a high fastball and a swing and a miss by Walter. 0-2 count. Haupt in control out there, and the pitch down low for a ball. As will be next batter will be JD, top of the batting order. JD with the only run for Loyal in this contest. And a pitch just missed down low. Count now 2-2. Right-handed hitter. And a strike 3 right down Main Street. Strikeout number 7 in a row for Colton Haupt, as he has taken care of from the cleanup hitter all the way down and struck out, have 7 straight strikeouts. And coming to the plate is JD. He walked back in the 1st inning and scored. Had a stolen base in there also. Colton, ground ball to 3rd, or short, backhand, and not in time. Deep in the hole there as Schwantes had to backhand that one, so we'll give a hit to JD on that one. So after 7 straight strikeouts by Colton Haupt, Loyal finds to get a runner on. JD with a big lead over there. And a pop-up. And making a dive catch. And it was not a catch. They're saying he trapped that out there. So a base hit there. Actually, shortstop had a better chance of making that catch than the left fielder, Jack Remus. But Jack called him off, figuring he had it. So back-to-back hits now. As Carson comes up, takes that first pitch out to left field. So runners now at 1st and 2nd with 1 down, and Lamovic, who had a hit last time, and a wild pitch over Drew's head. And advancing to 2nd is Carson, JD to 3rd. So now 2 runners in scoring position, as that is now the 5th wild pitch we have seen in this ball game. 1-0 count to Lamovic. And just missing. Lamovic, big, tall right-hander, very muscular. I would say goes what, maybe 6'3", 6'4", right around there. And fouls that one off. So 2-1 count. As we'll see if Loyal can get these runners in to take the lead on Stratford. Hulp from the stretch and pops this one up down the right field side and hooking foul and out of the reach of Christian Ream. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. 2-2 count to Rhett Lamovic. Runners at second and third for Loyal with one down. And the pitch. Blocked nicely. As Rhett tells JD just to hold up. Didn't go far enough for advancement there. 3-2 count now. First base is open. And a call, strike three, as Lamovic gets caught looking with a shot right at the knees. And strikeout number 8. And bringing up Adam Kautzer, who struck out back in the 4th inning with a strikeout here. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this where a pitcher after 3 innings having 9 strikeouts as striking out the side in the first 3 innings. But Hulp has that chance to do it. And the pitch. Just missing down low. I've been around baseball a long, long time and umpired a lot of ball games, and I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Hulp from the stretch and the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Two balls, no strikes with 2 down. And we are in the top of the 3rd inning with Stratford leading 2-1. Hulp gets the sign from Bloom and the pitch. And a ground ball to third. Throws over to first. And Lorenz with a long stretch as first base coach says, hey, he pulled his foot. Umpire says, no, he didn't. So as that'll go 5-3. And so the string of strikeouts here has been stopped. And Hulp gets out of the jam as Loyal comes up with no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. And after 2.5 innings of play, it's Stratford 2 and Loyal 1. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
You'll find what you're looking for. We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools. A selection so big, you'll need a map to find your way out. Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we are back. Well, I suppose I should bring my microphone down. Man, we are back at Tiger Stadium here. And new pitcher in for Loyal is Mason Walter, who is at that third base position. I'm thinking Lamovic moved over to... And let's see here. Lamovic moved over to short and over at well, man, what number do we have on that uniform? Thought it said 24. Okay, and I think we have two 24s out there because I think the third baseman still has his 24 on also. So, yeah, we have two 24s out there. So, I don't know if it's Walter that's actually pitching, but we'll find out. And now batting for Stratford, as all we know is we do have a new pitcher out there. Lamovic is not pitching. And Dylan Lorenz is now batting, and we interviewed Dylan last night. First time he had been in the house, and I'll tell you, he has really been hitting the ball. I looked at his stats today, and he is actually leading his ball club in hits and hitting .432. Just having an outstanding summer here, as he'll be trying to work for a spot on that Stratford varsity next year. Is looking very, very impressive. So Dylan looking real good. In fact, he can play both teams here, and he'll foul this one down right field side, and going after it is JD, and just out of the reach. As it looks like we may have one more ball player in that dugout in there, unless that's the whole coaching staff that's sitting in there. But I'm not sure who the person is at third and who is on the mound. As Dylan stays alive, fouls that one into the backstop. 2-2 count. As I do have a roster here that I pulled off the American Legion roster that has to be submitted, and Dylan goes down on strikes. That is actually the first strikeout by this pitcher, and actually the third strikeout in a row of Stratford batters. And bringing up Matthew Shanefoos, the center fielder. Matthew, who played all season long for the Stratford as starting center fielder. Hit right around .289 on the season. And first pitch catches the outside corner for a call strike. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshville office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up for a free consultation tomorrow. As strike two to Matthew. And wind up in the pitch and in the dirt. Rhett Lamovic threw 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, gave up 2 runs, 4 wild pitches, both runs unearned, and a swing and a miss down low, and they're saying that it was not a clean catch, and Matthew stopped, and catcher threw it down as Linder threw it down to first for the out. So it'll be a strikeout. That's 4 strikeouts in a row for the Loyal staff, and 2-3. So Linder gets a got it. And we got the information. Carson Eckes is now pitching for Loyal and doing a very nice job as he's faced 2 batters with 2 strikeouts and a pitch way back. Never caught by the catcher there, so we're not sure where Eckes will fit in the lineup here. We'll see when he comes up. But a left-handed hitter here, leadoff hitter, Drew Bloom, who struck out back in the first inning. As Stratford batters have struck out 7 times in this contest. Loyal has struck out 8 times in this contest. And we're just getting through the 3rd inning here. And a strike call on the outside corner to Drew Bloom. 2-2 count with 2 down. Nobody on. We are in the bottom of the 3rd. And Stratford leading 2-1 here from Tiger Stadium in Stratford. Beautiful, clear day in central Wisconsin. Supposed to be a scorcher again tomorrow, as they're talking heat indexes possibly up to 105 degrees. And Drew gets a hold of one down the right field line, but foul. As also they're talking an air advisory also, as the fires up in Canada, up in that northeast of us, is coming down, and they're saying even they're possibly very rare of visibility being bad here in central Wisconsin, pretty much the whole state. So when you get up tomorrow and the sky is really hazy, you'll know what it's from. It's the fires up in Canada. And Bloom with a shot out the left, and foul. As the left fielder would have never had a shot for that, as playing way over, pretty much in the left center field power alley. Left-handed hitter. Would have gone in for extra bases on that one, but just foul down the left field line. Count remains 2-2 with 2 down. Stratford, I think, has, I'll have to look at the schedule once, but I think they've got, and that one fouled off of Drew. In fact, I think Stratford's got at least one more ball game yet. Thinking on the road before they start tournament play a week from Friday. And we'll pull their schedule out here. As, great matchup. They will be going tomorrow, actually, over to Amherst. So 3 days in a row, as they will take on the Amherst Falcons over there. And then on Monday, they will travel up to Medford for a 6 o'clock ball game. And a call, strike 3, as Eckes strikes out the side. So we've had actually 4 striking out the sides in this contest, as Bloom has had 2, and Loyal has now had a combination of 2 of them. And so for Stratford in the bottom of the 3rd, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 3 complete, Stratford 2, Loyal 1. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Partners Bank, better together.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio, now open in front of Pick and Save on Central Avenue in Marshfield. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydromassage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. You can pay per session or choose from memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudio.com or stop in at 601 South Central Avenue, Suite 400 in front of Pick and Save in Marshfield.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
And we're back here at Stratford as we have reached the top of the fourth inning here as we're just a little over halfway done here with this contest as if we don't go to extra innings. And leading off for Loyal here in the top of the fourth is the catcher, Jake Linder, as Jake struck out back in the first inning. And we'll see possibly if Mr. Eckes gets up this inning also, as he's come in and done a great job as he struck out the side in the bottom of the third inning. Came in relief for Rhett Lamovic, who started this contest. So Stratford will be heading to Amherst tomorrow and then to Medford. And just missing with that one is Colton Hulp. Colton with has given up 1 run on 3 hits and has not walked a batter and have struck out 8 in the first 3 innings. And a call strike on a breaking ball, catching the inside corner. Count now 1-2 as Colton ahead of the leadoff hitter here, Jake Linder. And a swing and a miss as Colton comes up with his 9th strikeout in this contest. If I remember right, he has had a game in double figures this last season. I can't remember who it was against, but I do recall covering Stratford games this last spring. And very, very aggressive out there. And Antone takes that first one, and mighty swing and a miss for strike 1. Beautiful fastball right down Main Street. He's been just hitting the corners just beautifully as him and Bloom are both on the same page there today. Colton from the stretch and the pitch. And a ground ball right past Schwantes there and just out of the reach and a base hit. And that is the first base hit. Well, I take that back. They had 2 base hits in that third inning, but really nothing powerful, just spots where the ball finds the hole or just gets by the shortstop or the third baseman. But Loyal with a runner. As they're saying that it was a foul ball, went off the bat. They thought at first it was a wild pitch as Antone headed down second there. Just kind of a delay call there by the umpire. But we got things straightened out. And Antone going down. And ball gets by, and Antone gets the stolen base there. So, tying run at second base with 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Oh, and 2 count. And way upstairs as Bloom pulls that one down. Bloom getting set, and the delivery. And a foul ball. Yeah, as Ryan and I were coming into the ballpark here, we were talking about the schedule we just got today from our scheduler, and just think coming up, mark your calendars, August 20th, that we are talking about the very first regular season football game. It's hard to believe, coming up August 20th. And a call, strike 3, and strikeout number 10 for Colton Haupt. So 2 down here now in the top of the 4th inning with a runner at second, and bringing up the left fielder Steven Toporek, as we'll open up with 5 games that night on August 20th. All 7 o'clock starts, and getting our crew ready as I see Ryan has to make a little trip to River Falls to start out the season. Me, I get an easy one as I will be back, and a throw down to third, and the tag, and got him as Antone tried to steal, and a beautiful throw by Bloom to get for out number 3. We'll be back to tell you a little bit also about the football season coming up, but in the 4th inning for Loyal, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. And after 3.5 innings of play, it's Stratford 2 and Loyal 1, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
And we are back here at Stratford, as Stratford coming to bat here in the bottom of the 4th, leading 2-1. And bringing up Jack Remus, the left fielder, as I just counted, we've got to go with the 5 games that we are going to start with on August 20th. We also have 17 games on the network the following day, and what a great schedule we have, and some great announcers coming in and producers on our staff, and we're going to bring you the best of the football season just around the corner. As I mentioned, we're going to open up August 20th, and it's hard to believe that it's almost here, as we're sitting with 90-degree temperatures and heat index of close to 100 degrees, and so, football season just around the corner. I will be covering the Stratford Tigers for the 3rd consecutive year, as it's been great to be a part of a conference championship back-to-back years, and we'll see if we can get Stratford another conference championship and possibly getting back to Madison again, as they were just 1 game away of going back to Camp Randall for a possible a 4th straight championship. So, but they still have the top spot yet of the championships. And a line drive into the right center field power alley, and going all the way to the wall. And Jack Remus got the horse as he's heading to third, and slides in head first with a cloud of dust and a high old silver. As a great run there by Jack Remus, as he put it right in the right field, center field power alley there. As I mentioned, very, very dusty out here, as Jack slides in head first, and a great big dust storm comes up. But Stratford trying to get a little more cushion here, as they lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. And Brady Berg playing second base. And a pitch right at the knees for a call strike. As we got the fans going up here in the press box to keep our equipment nice and cool. And a swing and a miss, and it gets past Linder. And that will be scored as a wild pitch. So all 3 runs have been scored on wild pitches in this contest for Stratford. An 0-2 count now to Brady Berg, as Jake Lindner could not grab that one after the swing by Brady on an inside pitch, and hits the dirt as Jake knocks it away and gets a new ball. 1-2 count. As we are coming up to, well, today's the 14th, so we're 36 days away from the first football game. And pitch upstairs to Brady Berg for ball 2. As Eckes getting the sign from Lindner. And the pitch. And Brady fouls that one off. Left-handed hitter. 2-2 count. And the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. As Brady works that count to full after being down 0-2. Very close stance. And ball 4 outside as Brady works a walk. And bringing up Drew Gage. Drew with a base hit and advanced to second on a throwing error. And eventually scored that first run on a wild pitch. In fact, now Drew has had 4 straight hits. He went 3 for 3 yesterday. So he's got 4 straight hits. Has improved his hitting over last year. Became the Player of the Year in the Marewood Conference South. And actually there was a voting of all the first team all-conference players in the central Wisconsin area. And I mean, it was a lot of players. And he was voted as the MVP in the central Wisconsin area. So great award to a very fine gentleman. And I've got to know Drew over the last couple of years. And he can be off the wall a couple times, but aren't we all? But yeah, Drew, very nice young man. Swing and a miss for a count now 2-1. Brady with a big lead, and throw gets away, goes down the fence line as Brady goes into second, throwing air by the pitcher. As both advancements now either on a throwing error by the pitcher or a wild pitch has caused the Stratford runners to advance and get into scoring position, as Stratford leads here now 3-1, as Jack Remus started out this inning with a triple in the right center field power alley and then scoring on a wild pitch when Brady was at bat. Brady now at second with a count 2-1. And time call by Drew Gage. Drew just taking a little breather today as he's DHing. And pitch upstairs for a ball. 3-1 count. As if he gets on here, that'll be 5 consecutive times that Drew has been on base in the last 2 days. And a pitch upstairs and off the glove, and going into third on that pass ball is Brady Berg. Very easy ball for Jake Linder to catch as it popped off out of his glove. Back-to-back walks now, puts runners at the corners, and bringing up Colton Halp, the pitcher, who has been outstanding on the mound today with 10 strikeouts. He's given up a run, but that was unearned back in the first inning. Eckes getting a sign from Jake Linder behind the plate there. And nicely blocked by Jake for ball 1. as we have a call strike to Colton Hope as we are approaching the 6:15 time here in central Wisconsin. There will be a junior game after this, but we will not be broadcasting that. And a wild pitch again as Brady Berg comes in and Drew heads to second on that wild pitch. And again, all the runs have been scored for the Stratford Tigers on wild pitches. That is 6 wild pitches by the loyal pitching staff in this afternoon's ball game. Actually, we can call it evening now. And Colton stays alive, fouls that one off. Count remains 2-2 with nobody down here in the bottom of the 4th. At the rate this game's going, they may not get that junior game in. As I mentioned, no lights here at Stratford. And breaking ball comes in, and Colton fouls that one off. A little hesitation, just enough to protect himself and foul it off. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning. A 2-2 count to Colton Haupt. Drew Gage at second, and he will be advancing to third. Now on that wild pitch. That is the 7th wild pitch now. Eckes from the stretch. And the pitch. And fouls that one back into the screen. As Braden Schwan is hustling over to get that foul ball. Yeah. Actually, one of the coaches from Loyal told Braden, just you stay on that side, I'll get it for you. Eckes working with a 3-2 count and the pitch. And their umpire is saying another walk. That's 3 walks in a row now by Eckes. Eckes looked very effective in that 3rd inning when he came in, as he struck out the side, getting Lorenz and Shane Foose and Bloom on strikeouts, but having a little problems finding the plate here in the 4th inning, as he's given up a triple to start this inning and now 3 consecutive walks. Stratford has scored 2 runs on wild pitches, as we now have runners on the corners. As Haupt. And a call strike to Schwannes. Trying to see who might have came in as a courtesy runner for Haupt at first base there. Great lead and taking off, and a swing and a miss. Throw down to second. And getting a stolen base is a courtesy runner. We'll have to get my glasses out and see who that is. So Schwannes at the plate. Eckes with the delivery. And a fly ball into the infield. And calling it is Lamovic for out number 1. And bringing up Christian Ream. Christian struck out back in the 2nd inning there. And a shot by Christian Ream to the shortstop. Run will score. And an error. And coming in, sliding is safe. That is number 13, the courtesy runner. That was, let's see here. That would be Golbach, who was the courtesy runner. So a throwing error by the shortstop brings in 2 runs. In fact, Ream will get credited with that first run coming in with an RBI, but the second one on an error, as runner would have scored anyway without the error. He would have scored on the out, and he would have been credited with an RBI. So he's still credited with an RBI on the play, but the second run is on the throwing error by the shortstop to advance that runner, Golbach, the score. And now up is Stieber, and Stieber hits one out to right, all the way to the wall as he rounds first, heads to second. And it'll be a ground rule double as it goes underneath the fence, as Ream will have to hold up at third. And a ground rule double by Caden Stieber. So Stratford trying to add a few more runs on the board here. Score now 6-1. As the bats are starting to produce here for the Stratford Tigers. And Dylan Lorenz now up. Dylan struck out back in that third inning. As I mentioned before, he's actually been seeing the ball very well this season. Hitting .438 coming into the day. And a jam shot and past the right fielder as he overran the ball. And Christian Ream coming in. And a throw into third, as Stieber scores also. As Lorenz will come up with a double, as actually it went the right fielder, Asa Glade, ran right past that line shot, never touched it, and went all the way to the wall. And so Dylan with 2 RBIs on that play, and now makes the score 8-1. And bringing up Matthew Shanefoos. Pitch upstairs by Eckes. Stratford only had a 2-1 lead coming into this fourth inning, but have put together 6 big runs in this inning. This is the 9th batter of the inning for Stratford. And a call strike right at the letters on the outside corner. Pitch down low. If a custom-built home is your goal, it's time to discover Stratford Homes, a leader in off-site residential construction. Stratford Homes delivers design, flexibility, impressive energy, efficiency, and unmatched quality. Stratford Homes, elevating the custom experience. Explore StratfordHomes.com. And a base hit for Shanefoos as Lorenz heads to third. As Lamovic prevents a run from scoring there. Knocks that one down at short. And this will be the 10th batter for Stratford, and we will have a pitching change for Loyal as Eckes looked so effective in that third inning, striking out all 3 batters he faced in that third inning, but has now given up 6 runs and is responsible for the runner at first and third. on Stratford has had 4 hits in this inning, walked 3, and also a throwing error. So Stratford with the bats going. Phoenix Express can help you with your landscaping needs for any project, big or small. They are proud to be part of the Stratford community and wishes the Stratford Tigers good luck in today's game. Give them a call or find out more at phoenixexpressllc.com. And out on the mound is number 7. That would be, let's see here, Adam Kautzer now pitching for the Loyal Greyhounds. And head coach Dean Bogdanovich. Dean, with this program, had a great year at Loyal this year as he took over for Randy Montalvo, who moved down to Arizona, and his wife's got a nice position down there, but sadly missed. Randy did an outstanding job for the Loyal Greyhounds over the years. I'm thinking he was like 6 or 7 years head coach at Loyal High School, and outstanding. I've known Randy for many years, and a great baseball man, and originally from Hawaii, and moved to Marshfield, and he's been up here for, about 25 years now, and heading back now down to warmer weather, down to Arizona, and a little warmer than what we are right now also, but the best of luck to him down there also. So coming up now is the leadoff hitter, Drew Bloom, the catcher. As I mentioned, this is the 10th batter in the inning. And Stratford leading 8-1 with runners at the corners. As Kautzer takes a look over at first and taking off. And throw by Linder back to the mound, and a stolen base by Shane Foose. So runners now at second and third, as we are possibly looking at a 10-run rule, as we are in the bottom of the 4th inning. We have to go 4.5, and if the home team is ahead by 10. And a check swing, foul down the left field side as runs out of real estate. Not a play. Structures Unlimited, your fabric building specialist, supports Stratford Tigers athletics. To find out what a fabric building can do for you, visit structuresunlimited.com or stop in their office in Stratford's Industrial Park. And thanks to all of our sponsors to support athletics here in Central Wisconsin, so we can bring these games to you. And they have turned the sprinklers on the football field. As great sight there, as 4 sprinklers going this time, and then in about 15-20 minutes they'll switch over to another set. They're all on a timer, so they're right about on time as they were last night. Left-hand hitter Drew Bloom, as he fouls that one off on a check swing. Drew is 0 for 2 today. Doing a great job behind the plate for the Stratford Tigers in this one. Most likely will be the starting catcher for Drew Spaeth's Stratford Tigers next year as they try to defend their conference title in the Marewood Conference South. One of the greatest records in Stratford baseball history that they had this last season. As Bloom gets a hold of one way out in the right center field. And a run scores. And a sacrifice fly by Bloom. As Lorenz crosses the plate to make it now 9-1. As Shane Foose heads to third on that play. It's going to be kind of hard to figure out who's going to be player of the game in this one, as it's been a team effort here. And first pitch upstairs to Jack Remus. Actually, Jack started this whole thing out with a triple in the 4th inning here. And scored that third run, and it's been all Stratford since then, as they've put up 7 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Four hits by Stratford. 1-1 count to Jack Remus. From the windup and the pitch. Counts are high with that fastball. Kautzer gets the sign and the pitch, and a shot down the third base line and into left field for a base hit, and another run scores. The second hit of the inning for Jack Remus, and an RBI. Jack was a first-team all-conference in the Marewood this last season. Great job out in left field. Bringing up Brady Berg, another all-conference player, as Linder goes out to talk to Kautzer. As Brady is 0 for 1 today. Actually, last time up in this inning, he walked and scored on a wild pitch. Left hand hitting Brady Berg. He's got some power. He's 5 home runs this last year. Slugging percentage right around .600. And a call strike on the outside corner, as Brady didn't like the call that. He thought it was a little high, as he motioned to the umpire there that he thought that was a little high. And throw, and just getting back, luckily for Jack there, as he was leaning the wrong way, but dropped the ball over there at first base. JD did. Kautzer from the stretch and the pitch, and going sliding into second is Jack Remus with a stolen base, as Stratford looking to add another run on to have a 10-run lead here, and they'll see if Stratford can hold them then in the top of the 5th inning. Kautzer from the stretch. And the pitch, as Brady takes that high fastball and fouls it back to the screen. 1-2 count with 2 down. Runner at second, as Drew Gage comes back to get that foul ball. Gage, the on-deck hitter, has been on 5 straight times. He was 3 for 3 yesterday in that Wapaka win. Kautzer gets the sign and the pitch. And a fly ball out to right field, and it's going back, and it's over the right fielder's head all the way to the wall, as Brady's going in with a stand-up double, an RBI double by Brady Berg, as Brady gives it a ride and scores Jack Remus to make this an 11-1 ball game, as Stratford has come up with 9 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And bringing up Drew Gage. Going into this bottom of the 4th inning, I would have never thought this was going to happen, as we had a great ball game going here. Stratford was up 2-1, but now a big crooked number by Stratford with a 9 spot. And Gage's first pitch is down low for a ball. Gage, the 13th batter to hit in this inning. Very close stance by Drew. Bat on the shoulder. Gets her up. And fouls that one back. Out of play. As not too many people in the stands today. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7, but I tell you right now, they're all back down in here under this canopy here and along the side here. out of the sunshine, in the shade, and enjoying this ball game. As usually we've got a couple people down to third baseline here in their lawn chairs, but pretty much everybody down in the shade here watching this one. As Gage fouls this one off. Don't forget, right after this ball game, you can switch over to Zaleski also, or just switch streams, and you can watch at Marshfield, Wisconsin Rapids game down there. Steve Maves will be on the call for that, and we've also got the Plover Everest game going on. Ground ball to short, over to first to get Gage for out number 3. But the Stratford Tigers come up with 9 runs on 6 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. And after 4 complete innings of play, it's Stratford 11, Loyal 1, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
At Rice's More Than Floors, you'll find quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and of course, quality flooring. So you have 3 options. Come visit us here in Marshfield. We're near Fleet Farm. 2, check out our website, ricesmorethanfloors.com. Or 3, give us a call or text at 715-384-4554. And yes, pets are allowed in Rice's when accompanied by a well-behaved human.
Welcome to Taqueria Monarca at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Try the delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. And kick things up a notch with their fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
And we are back here at Stratford as Stratford leads going into the top of the 5th inning, 11-1. If Loyal does not score here, this will be the ball game because of the 10-run rule. Are you looking to refresh the interior of your house or your business? Give Trimpack a call. They specialize in doors, kitchen cabinets, specialty millwork, and much, much more. They can redesign your existing space and turn your dream into a reality. And whether you're buying or selling, you can trust this guy here at Next Home Hub City. That's Realtor Kurt Spaeth. Kurt is your Stratford hometown realtor and wants to help you buy or sell your next home, commercial or residential. Kurt has the expertise you need. Call Next Home Professional Realtor Kurt Spaeth today. In fact, saw him as I came into the ballpark. We had a little talk, and always great to see Kurt. And he'll treat you well if you're looking to sell or buy your home. So check in with Kurt. As we start the top of the 5th inning, and the first pitch comes in, a call strike, as Hulp just pitching an outs. I don't think this is Hulp anymore. This is, who did you have there? 33. Remus is, not Remus, Remus, Christian Ream is now throwing. And that's another one I would not want to face also, as Steve Toparik just found out, as Christian Ream strikes him out. And coming up is Marcos Oviedo, as he struck out back in the 2nd inning. As Christian, pitch inside, low for ball 1. Rice's More Than Floors in Marshfield. Stop in today for quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and quality flooring. Visit their showroom, visit their website, or give them a call tomorrow. And a call strike to Marcos. And Infinity Exteriors installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. That's Infinity Exteriors. And we'll tell you also about BB&D Sports Shop up there in Cadott in Abbotsford. And a swing and a miss, foul tip into the glove for strike 2 to Marcos. BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford or online at bigbeardown.com. That's BBD Sports Shop in 2 very wonderful, convenient locations in central Wisconsin in Cadott and Abbotsford. As Marcos goes down swinging, and Stratford pitching staff now with 12 strikeouts on the day out of a possible 14 outs. So great job by the pitching staff today as Mason Walter comes up for a call strike 1. As we will not have a interview at the end. We'll run our Nasonville post-game ad, and we'll do just a little breakdown here so the junior team can get out on the field there and get their ball game in also. So, and call strike 3 as Christian Ream strikes out the side. That is 3 times today that they have struck out the side, and the other 2 innings, they had 2 strikeouts in there. So a total of 13 strikeouts by the pitching staff of Stratford, looking very, very impressive. And they're coming away with an 11-1 victory, and there comes up with their 9th victory of the season. And they're getting ready for tournament time just around the corner as they will head over to Amherst now to take on the Falcons tomorrow. And then Friday they'll take on Medford, and so travel up to Medford. But tournament time just around the corner. We will not be covering those 2 ball games, but we will be back here next week from Friday for their first tournament game, as the tournament will start on Friday, and it'll start with Marathon against Wittenberg-Burnhamwood, 2 very, very outstanding ball clubs. If you get a chance, come out and see them. It's on a Friday. Take off of work a little early. Come out and see some great, great baseball, as 2 outstanding ball clubs will be competing here at 3 o'clock Friday afternoon. And then I will be back here next Friday, or a week from Friday, and bringing you the Stratford Tomahawk game in the first round of the regionals. And Stratford trying to get back for the 4th straight year to the state Class A tournament, as that will be down in Prairie du Chien this year. And they're looking forward to getting back down there with this very fine ball club. They had a couple players that took the day off today, but they will be back next week for that tournament game, and we'll see what happens. And they took Stratford took the was state runner-up 2 years ago. So a lot of these guys were on that team. Brady Berg was on that. I know Jack Remus was on that ball club also, and the seniors from this bunch was on that club. Drew Gage was on that club also. Riley Spindler was on that team. They want to get back and try to show everybody what they've got, and they would like to meet Marathon again and try to get some sweet revenge from the 2 losses that they had this last season during the high school season, which was the only 2 they had all season. So, again, Stratford coming up with an 11-1 victory here. If we were picking a star player of the game, it would have to be Colton Halt, as Colton came in and pitched 4 outstanding innings, as he gave up just 3 hits, gave up 1 run. That was unearned, and struck out 10, and actually struck out the side twice. Had a string of 7 in a row, and so looked very, very impressive. So a big win for Stratford. And so I will be in Rapids on Thursday night and Chaparrals on Sunday, and we'll be starting tournament play the following week. So catch the schedule on Zaleski Sports for your favorite team. We'll be carrying them possibly. And for Ryan Rasmussen, I'm Mike Steinwagner. Try to stay cool out there. Big heat advisory again tomorrow. Air warning also tomorrow with the smoke coming in from Canada. And so take care of yourself, and we'll catch you down the road this coming week and be careful. Good night now.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy. Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.